call HALALYAM La YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH, MASHAYACH Kabad, Laha, Shalach, Yayam, Wazakwanyam, Shal Grey Millstone, the rule and teach well, Shalom, Wa Barakyam, Alha Bachayar, Adawan Ratazah, we're a part of that number. It's your brother and fellow servant, Ariel from the GMS Orlando camp. And I want to make a in transit through the Spirit, just going into seeking correction, not only being able to be corrected, but actually seeking it out for yourself. And this lesson was inspired, through the Spirit, because I recalled a time where certain videos would pop up and they would have some very sharp titles, as in the titles would cut me. Just the title alone would cut me, such as for example, you are what you give your time to, just some examples, man up Jake, and things like that, where I already know that the brother doing the lesson is going to be going in on us holding ourselves accountable, right? Us being disciplined. And I recall times where I would avoid those videos. I would feel some type of way already just looking at the title of the lesson, and I wouldn't want to watch it. I wouldn't want to listen to it. And that's the complete opposite mindset, the complete opposite spirit that YAHAWASHI wants us to be in. All right, all throughout the scriptures, obviously I can't pull them up because I'm driving, but all throughout the scriptures, the Lord details how, hey man, a wise man will hear, will take heed, take rebuke. A wise man will hearken. These words are very spiritual. These words are truth, right? These words will sharpen you. Hearken unto my voice, for it is life. But fools hate knowledge. A fool or a rebellious son will cover his ears, will refuse to take correction. A stiff neck, right, will shun wisdom and righteous rebuke, and so on and so forth. I'm roughly paraphrasing some, but you get the point, is that we don't want to be fools, man. We want to be wise. We want to be of that number that's pleasing unto YAHAWASHI. Because when you hold yourself accountable, that warrants growth. When you take correction and in fact seek correction, that's a humble thing to do. You can't be afraid of getting called out on shit. First of all, you have to acknowledge your offense. You have to acknowledge that I'm not perfect. I'm through without this truth, without the Lord. I'm through. I need to get better, right? That warrants growth. That triggers growth in you. Like, okay, I recognize this actually is a bad habit, or this is the wrong spirit, or something that I need to improve on. That's good right there. A lot of people don't want to change. A lot of people don't want to grow, don't want to learn. A lot of people just argue, well, I did this because, or, oh, well, I know you ain't one to talk about. You want to try to deflect and project or make excuses according to your own will. Findeth an excuse, right? You want to justify yourself. as if you have a license to go off. No, man. You need to take everything humbly, in stride. You need to be a stoic, like the apostles always say. And a stoic is not going to be trying to shelter themselves from the spotlight, right? Because that spotlight is going to cause you to, straighten up, tighten up. That spotlight hits you, you're going to be like, damn, shit. The Lord's eyes is on me. The Lord is watching. I can't fool the Lord. I can't hide from the Lord. There's shit that needs to be done. There's things I need to improve upon. Things I need to get better at. So on and so forth. So we can't run from the correction. We can't hide from the rebuke. We can't, your father tell you to clean your room. You want to sweep everything under the bed. Or like how they say, you want to sweep it under the rug. Meaning you don't want to deal with it. You don't want to face it. You want to hide it. Or you want to hide from it. Instead of, all right, it's time to dive in. Let's go into the details. Let's nip it in the bud. Let's figure out what I need to do, what needs to be fixed, what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, what I could be doing more of, what I could be doing less of. All of that. And that can only come by way of humility and accountability. If you're running away, you're not holding yourself accountable. If you're hiding, you're really a coward. You're really a fool, man. Hey, so open yourself up unto the light of the Lord. Open yourself up unto all that the vision of YAHAWASHI entails. We have the truth. There's nothing more beautiful than this. There's nothing more powerful than this. But what it comes with is, in order to wield something so magnificent, you're going to have to be on a level, on a magnificent level, your damn self. You see what I'm saying? In the world, they say, with great power comes great responsibility. So, hey, this is required. This is a requirement. There's no way around it. That's pretty much it through the Spirit. Lord's will is edifying. BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI QADASH bestowed upon me to bring out this lesson and push forward this word. Mashanakabad Laha Shalach Yam was a Kwanyam Sharbe Millstone, the rule well and teach well. Shalom wa Barakyam Allah Bachayar. Adawan Ratazawar, part of that number. And blessings, honor, glory, and power be unto YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI, Thamyad wa LAHALAYAM, always and forever. Shalom.